Oh my god, we've not done a video for so long. It's quite shocking, actually.
Yeah.
God, I can't see
My bath times have not been the same.
No. Good evening. You are actually in the Retro Shed with me, Barry, and Mr. Dean Hedger.
Yeah, I'm not a big grown-up Josh.
No.
Just in case they're wondering. Wow, Josh has grown up.
Josh has grown up, actually. I think that chair leaks, so you were half a foot higher than you were 5 minutes ago. So you watch Dean slowly go down. So
yes, it's me, Dean. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, very old shed friend. And I was going to say, actually, we saw Dean a month ago. We went out for a curry together, but before that we'd not seen Dean since before COVID. If you can believe that is quite amazing.
It was the arcade trip for March 2020.
That is incredible.
It was literally the week before lockdown.
Yeah, because I remember Mandy saying to me, you can't go, we're going into lockdown. I went, not now, we're not. And we were a week afterwards. That's the last time we saw him, Berry. But he was here about a month ago. We went for a curry.
Yeah, I came for a curry tonight, and Baz said,
I'm going out for a curry tomorrow night, actually.
Can we do a video?
I'll come back tomorrow night and we'll go out again. Yeah, this is the Retro Shed, and guess what? We're still here. Reports of our demise or death have been greatly exaggerated, and I do sincerely appreciate that we've not done a video since April of this year.
Is that when you did that?
That was
24 hours.
That was the last video we did. And there are a number of reasons behind that. And the main one probably was life got in the way. I had a change of job.
Josh has passed his driving test.
Josh has just
He's
passed
out
his
in the
driving
car
test.
right now.
Yeah, Josh is actually out and about cruising around. So if you're anywhere near Redditch, for Christ's sake, watch out. No, he's pretty good, actually. Fair play to the kid. I'm proud of him. He passed first time.
Yeah,
I think he got one driver fault, or whatever that means. They didn't have driver faults when we passed. It was either you passed or you failed, really. So Josh has been busy going to the gym. He's got no interest in retro gaming anymore, I'll be honest with you. I don't blame him. The kid's 18 in a few days. Why would he want to play this old dusty crap?
Do you know what, though? His retro games will be the latter.
I know what you're going to say.
You know what I mean? The sort of the latter stuff to us, but the early stuff to him. All of a sudden, he'll find his own retro.
Do you know what he said to me yesterday or the day before? Do you remember when we used to play Destiny? There you go. He said, do you remember when we used to play Destiny and grind for hours to upgrade? Yep. He says, should we play Destiny? I'm like, yeah, it's a bit retro though, isn't it, really? We're going to have to load it up and then patch it and then update it. And if we start loading it tonight, I reckon we might have a chance, tomorrow evening? But we've not made a video for ages. We've not wanted to. We've just lost all motivation to do anything.
I think it's just what else is going on, isn't it?
I think so.
In your life at any given time.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, weren't we, that me and John shut down Press Start unbelievably at the end of 2018.
No, it can't be.
Yeah. So it wasn't the pandemic that killed us off. We decided in that at the end of 18, kind of enough, we had to either invest or stop.
2018. And I take it you've sold a lot of your gear on now.
We sold a lot through the lockdowns, through things like Facebook selling site. Gosh. You know the phrase, is this available? Will you deliver?
Is this still available?
Read the instructions.
I know.
We
imbeciles on Facebook Marketplace.
We love Facebook buyers, but we did sell a lot. I got rid of some of the rarer stuff I had. I got rid of the Jaguar, the 3DO, the Amiga CD, the PC Engine.
No.
Do you know they've all gone? And I kept a core of what I had when I was a kid.
I get it.
PS1, PS2, N64, and all the best games that I had for that.
I've been quite ruthless in here. If you look around, you're probably still thinking it's choked to the rafters with stuff. But actually, I sold almost everything that I came in here one day and I looked around and I said, right, I'm getting rid of everything that I've not powered up in a year.
Yeah.
In a year. There's still some stuff here that I'll never get rid of, but I thought, why am I hanging on to this? So I had like 5 Amigas or something stupid like that. So I got rid of 2. I'm down to 3, but I don't think I'll get rid of those 3.
You think that doesn't sound normal, Baz?
No, it's not. It's like, I had like 6 Spectrums, so I got rid of 4 of those. I've got 2 left now. But yeah, I was quite ruthless. I got rid of a load of stuff. But there's stuff I'll never sell, like the G7000, the PC Engine, and all the crap on the shelf behind the camera. Stuff there. I might.
There, isn't there? A few computers.
There's a lot of computers there. Yeah. But I was pretty ruthless. And that was one of the things I'd written down here, really. And here's a question for you. How long has retro got when you consider the likes of us are getting older, right? In the next, I reckon, 5 to 10 years, things will preoccupy us that will probably make... I mean, touch wood, heaven forbid, we still have health and happiness for a long time to come. But you don't know. And it's going to come a point where you think, this is all meaningless. There's a lot more... I mean, I'm already getting there. There's a lot more important things to me in life right now than playing retro games. So how much longer has this hobby and the stupid prices this stuff is commanding? It can't last forever, can it? It can't.
Prices is an interesting point because it's almost a completely separate issue because they fluctuate so much.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
And I think that sometimes that's a nostalgia factor where it's a bit like used cars. And the old cars.
Classic cars,
They hit a value when people of a certain age have a level of disposable income that they never had before. So they go and buy all the stuff they wanted as kids and couldn't afford. And that's what this is arguably, is what you've... And I did the same. And John, well, obviously with me, he did the same as well. And you buy all this stuff then, but then it ceases to be of use.
You take a step back and you look at it and you think, really, am I ever going to play with that again?
Exactly. And the lockdown for me was the lesson where, what did I do in lockdown? Did I get stuck into my N64? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't, no.
I didn't. So I
did garden jobs. A lot of it was gardening, building jobs, I
bought loads of vinyl. I bought a really nice record deck and I bought a load of vinyl.
Yeah. And that'll lead us on to something in a minute, actually, but
So it just changes, and I think younger people's nostalgia, it'll be interesting to see what that is, because it'll be with things that are online, and will they still be online, and will they still...
Well, Josh hankers for the original... Oh, what's that game that I can't stand? Fortnite. So he gets nostalgic for the first Fortnite, which was what, 2011 was it, guys? 2011, 2012? He was quite young then. He was 13, 14, I don't know. He wants to go back and play those original maps. And we've done an episode on this, and I feel sorry for his generation, because for the likes of us, you want to go and play Ocarina of Time. There it is on the shelf, there's the console, wham, away you go.
And amazingly, it's where you got to last time.
Yeah, exactly. The battery in the cartridge is still working. Yeah. His generation wants to go back and experience something from 12, 11 years of age. He can't. Because it was force-fed down a pipe, down a wire to him. It's gone.
It's gone.
The maps have gone. The servers have gone. All that's gone. It's a shame. Whereas us, we can go, I'm going to go out and buy a copy of that, or I can emulate it, just download it and play it. He can't.
And you know what? I've bought PS5. The last year, I've got a PS5, and I've got a great collection of games on there because I signed up to the, is it called Premium Plus service?
Like that. Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm playing Vice City.
Yeah.
At the moment through it.
Yeah. Well, I've got it originally on the shelf somewhere.
Yeah. And I have for the PS2.
And it's a fabulous game.
But it makes you realise to play the old games, you don't have to own them.
No.
And there's always been that definition, hasn't there, between collectors and players. How many people did you meet over the years? Oh, I'm never going to open that one.
Yeah.
And you're like, but surely it's for a player.
Do you know what? I see some of these Facebook groups, and you see people that have pasted, here's my collection of Commodore 1541 disk drives, and there's like 30 of them in a pile. I just think, why? Why are you collecting so many useless disk drives? It's just like, it's unreal. But I get it,
would walk in here now and look at all of those that you can't see on camera and go, why? Why are they there?
Why have you got a +4 and a C16 and an MSN? Yeah, I know, I totally get it. It is horses for courses at the end of the day.
It is.
How much life is there left in retro? It's a damn good question. I can't answer that question. I don't know. Until the likes of us drop dead, probably, and my lad comes down here and goes, Christ, this lot needs to go to the tip.
I think if you're going to say how long's left in retro, you need to put a line on where retro
age group.
Does retro just continue? It just means
like a pivot table depending on your age.
The newer stuff gets older. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Someone else's nostalgia.
Yeah.
In a younger age group. So me and my son George, if we are in through the winter and we kind of have a go on the old stuff upstairs, he wants to play the PS3. because that's his old machine.
Yeah, it's a beautiful machine.
There's a 17-year-old now, nearly 18. Yeah. It's the PS3 he wants to go to, and he wants to beat me at FIFA or Knockout Kings or something.
It's a great console, the PS3, isn't it? It's still a great console.
It is, and it's still good to play that stuff, and we do, because it's instant. Yeah. Disc in, on, go.
Yeah, away you go. Yeah. No, there's something to be said for that, isn't there?
But obviously, Baz, at the moment you've been watching the World Cup, right?
Do you know what? No. I've been watching it avidly. You can ask me any question like so.
Well, we've got
I'm looking at these beers here. Actually, I'm gagging for a drink. So
firstly, we're going to a quick shout out to Graham Taverner. Thank you for the Stormtrooper beer, Graham. And if you're not watching this video, we'll make sure you are when it gets uploaded.
I've not seen Graham. I can't remember last time I saw Graham. Actually, it was in the Curry House, I think. Probably.
Yeah, he didn't come to the thingy, did he? It was Tom and Carl we went with. World Cup question.
Yeah, go on then. Give me five football questions, and I've only got to get one right to win.
Hot off the press then this one. Hot off the press this one.
And you know I love football, right?
Who beat Spain tonight to go through to the quarterfinals of the World Cup?
My answer to all these questions when I don't know the answer is normally Spain, but that's not going to fly this time, is it?
No.
Who beat Spain?
Who beat Spain tonight on penalties? It was tense.
I'm going to stab in the dark here. Juventus. I don't know. I take it that's wrong. Okay. Question number 2. Who was it? Out of interest.
Are you going to tell him Juventus aren't in the World Cup, or shall I?
Oh, they're not. Oh, see what I mean?
It was Morocco.
Right, I knew that.
It was Morocco.
Okay. Go on then. Next one. I'll get this one.
All right.
This hasn't been pre-scripted. We're not like certain channels where everything's written down for us. No.
Which world football team? World football team, as in not a club but a country.
Okay, right, yeah.
Right? Because in the World Cup, it's countries.
Okay.
It's not Man United.
So you don't get like Redditch United and stuff like that? No, okay.
Which club does Neymar play for?
Spain. Never. Who's Neymar? Never heard of Neymar.
No, that's 2, Baz.
Is that a boy or a girl?
1, 2. 2 wrong.
I bet you can't tell because they're football players, can you? Whether they're boys or girls.
Neymar plays. I'm going to ignore that. For Brazil.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to think of these now. Because that was
you said Brazil.
really,
I know you said Brazil.
Really
it's always Spain
easy.
or Brazil.
Okay. Another player question.
Don't make it too easy.
No. Which club, and I think they're actually playing now. They're playing now. Does Ronaldo play for?
Yorkshire.
No, I'm going to let you have another go.
Spain.
No. And that's your default answer, so I'll let you have another go. Ronaldo. Spain played earlier.
Has he been in the news lately? Been kicking up a fuss?
Yep, he's been having a bit of a hissy fit about it.
It's nothing to do with writing off his Ferrari or anything like that.
I don't think so. It was about bench warming most of the time and not being selected for his team.
Oh, God, I saw this. Was it something... Is it something to do with Manchester United?
Yeah, he doesn't play for them anymore. They've effectively...
Have they binned him off?
Terminated his contract.
What's it? You want to know who he plays for now?
Internationally. Which country does he play for?
Is it England?
Oh, mate.
Is it?
I'm actually starting to feel sorry for you, man.
My mate, right? If my mate Ian Little's watching this, he's pissed himself laughing because we disagree over the whole football.
Does he like football?
Oh,
he'll just be punching.
He will. He'll be
now.
calling me all the names under the sun now and saying, "Why are you not sat there in a gilet with an odd-coloured shaped ball in your hand?"
Is
Spain,
Portugal.
I was close. I was very close. It's only over the border, isn't
plays
it?
for Portugal.
Okay. What are we on now? This is number 4 or 5?
No, this is number 4. So, in the World Cup, England had 3 other teams in their group. Okay? Like a tournament. Right?
Yeah.
Let's pretend it's like Street Fighter. Yeah. And there's 3 other fighters in the group. And you will have to play each other once.
Yeah.
England had 3 other teams in their group.
Right.
Name one of them.
Have they beaten them recently?
They've played them. They didn't beat them all. There was a draw and there was a couple of wins.
Oh, Jesus.
But who were those teams?
I only know 2 teams that they've played in the past couple of weeks. One was Wales. Was that it?
He's done it!
He's done it. I would say the other one's Senegal. Was it Senegal?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Senegal was at the weekend. Absolutely.
And I'm not taking the piss. I know absolutely nothing about football. I know more about that Nintendo soccer game that we've got on the shelf down here that we played a few years ago.
Against the video against Josh.
I know nothing about football. I was.
Cheers, everyone.
I was.
That was pretty tough.
Interim head of IT for Nottingham Forest, and I worked for Aston Villa. I don't like to talk about it, but that's all I know. No more football, right?
No more football.
What's this? Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. It's quite nice. Yeah, it's quite nice.
That's not bad. It's got a citrusy hint to it. Almost reminds me a bit of like a brew dog.
I've got a different one here. Mine is Stormtrooper Situation Normal India Pale Ale. What have you got there?
That's nice.
Galactic Pale Ale.
That's not bad at all. I like
Good
that.
choice, Tavs. Well done on the beers.
Nice. This is something, right, that people have asked on Facebook and on YouTube, and why have we stopped? Has the channel died? Right? Well, no. We're still here. The shed is still here. It's still a haven for us to come down and game in. But we stopped creating. And I'm trying to think what are the main reasons behind that. I don't know, we just lost motivation. We lost interest. One of the biggest issues, I think, was the time it takes to create.
Yeah,
So you've got to shoot the footage, you've got to edit the footage, you've got to upload it. And it takes bleeding hours.
Which is good when it's fun.
It takes hours, yeah.
Isn't it? When it's fun, you want to do it.
Yeah, and we found that we were spending like 4, 5 hours, 6 hours and getting like 200, 300 views. And I thought, it's just not worth it anymore. And the thing with YouTube is, YouTube has become a bit of an embarrassment, I think, these past few years, in that if you say you're a YouTuber, all of a sudden it's just like, do you know what I mean? It's like, okay. We have never really given two hoots about subscriptions. We've never been a channel that just goes, please subscribe, you know what I mean? We just don't care. We did this because it was fun, and we have a passion for retro gaming. Me and the lad is now a modern gamer, but we had a passion for gaming, we still do. And we did it purely for that reason. And I've noticed something in the past. It's been going on for over a year now, I'd say. And there is a clear dividing line between people that do it as a hobby, that love gaming and do it as a hobby and have got real full-time jobs and they've got lives and other things. And a lot of these channels that do it for a living.
To try and make a return out of it.
Yeah. And the major difference is, well, there's lots of differences, and I'm not even going to go there because I'll just start going off on one. But one of the reasons for me is they are some of these larger, who call themselves influencers. And I think if you think you're an influencer, you need a psychologist more than anything else going on in your life. You're influencing nobody, apart from the gullible. But there's a lot of grifters out there. And it's all about the money. It's no longer about the passion of gaming and the hobby, and it's all about how can I get more income.
Is anyone still...
And you can do it by a fair way, and you can do it by a foul way.
Is anyone still doing... And who's new on the retro gaming?
I don't know, because I don't watch them.
No,
I honestly don't watch them.
I
gave up watching retro gaming channels at least over a year ago because some of them started to make me feel physically ill. And I kid you not, some of them are just about drama and bucketfuls of, how can I put it, bullshit and drama. So,
I was going to say, my kids on YouTube and YouTubers, I mean, the kids are now 18 and 19, so and they still watch YouTube, but they're just watching, I suppose, more current things. I mean, George watches a lot of football stuff on there, a lot of football stuff. You know, the Sidemen are a team that play, and he still watches all of that.
Josh used to watch that,
But the people they did watch, I was the Zoellas, and I think it was Alfie Day, I remember a name, and Thatcher Joe and people like that, I remember. They were massive, right?
Yeah.
Massive. But I read a thing in the papers the other week that it all just went, and then it just slides.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting to see things that went, you know, what went right for them, what went wrong with them. Just an interesting story. And there's got to be a whole chain of people behind them. Like,
that's one of my questions was how long has retro got? Because if you think how many people have jumped on the retro bandwagon over the years, there's channels all over the place, and some of them are hobbyists, and they're great content, wonderful content from the hobbyists, the people that just love gaming. But you know, you just seem to have this bunch of people. Not all of them. Don't get me wrong. Not all of the full-time money-making YouTubers, but there's a core bunch of full-timers that are creating just awfully crap content. And half of them, you know what, they don't even create it themselves. It's written for them. And it shows there's no passion for the subject at all.
And it's probably not even YouTube now, it's Twitch, isn't it?
I don't know, I don't get near that stuff. I'm
and
nearly 51 years old.
Yeah, and I could never quite get my head around that, because it was just people watching someone play a game. Literally just playing a game.
It's funny, because I've done Let's Play Dungeon Master, Let's Play this, Let's Play that, and people love watching it.
Yeah.
I get it. But to sit there for hours and hours and hours watching somebody play, I don't know, Call of Duty or... Yeah, for me that doesn't hold any interest whatsoever. But I totally get that, you know, the younger generation love that sort of thing.
They do, and I don't know. I think that some of the older ones do too, and I think and it monetizes, I think, pretty well for some people.
Yeah.
It's just about getting the right amount of views.
Yeah, but for us, this was always a hobby. It was never meant. Yeah, I've got a full-time job. I've got other things to be getting on with. So is Josh. You know, Josh is working full-time. He was at school when we started this. He was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
So he's working now. He's driving. He's got a whole load of interest. This, for us, was always just a hobby to share with like-minded, you know, retro gamers. And there's a lot of wonderful people we've met since we started the channel. You know, yourself, all these. We got some great mates that we've met through retro gaming. But there's another side to the retro gaming culture, and it's truly bloody toxic. In fact, it's embarrassing.
You probably got close, yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Because of your presence on YouTube, you probably got closer to that than we did, though.
Yeah, but it's minuscule. We've never had traffic pushed our way from YouTube ever. People that have always found us accidentally.
Yeah.
We were on telly a couple of times on the news and stuff like that. So that's another way people found us.
I remember that.
But on the whole, yeah, it's almost embarrassing now to say that you're a retro gamer and you've got a YouTube channel. It is just... Andy Johnson, who was the guy that originally came up with the Extra Life event idea to help with cancer, I know for a fact that he approached quite a few of the larger YouTube channels and asked for, can you push this for us? Can you give us a hand here? No. The only ones that were interested were a couple of small channels said, yeah, absolutely, yeah, we'd love to do that. I mean, they put a shout out for us, but all the bigger ones, not interested at all. And you think to yourself, why? Why would you not give a shout to something that's helping the community? I'll tell you why. Because there was nothing in it for them.
Yeah,
there was nothing in it for them. And some of these larger channels won't actually lift a finger for the community because there's nothing in it. It's all about income. Do you know what I mean? It's all about the brand. Yeah. And that made me see things in a very different way last year. I thought, wow. No, this year. It was April, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I keep thinking it was last year. It wasn't. It was this year.
What are you doing with it next year then? Is it another 24 hour?
No. We really had a good long think about it. We are at a smaller venue. We're at the Retro Computer Museum in Leicester.
Oh yeah.
And it's oh my God, forgive me. I think it's June the 10th. Saturday, June the 10th. Is that my phone ringing there? I don't know. June the 10th, and it's at RCM in Leicester, much smaller venue, more intimate venue, you know, different things going on. Yeah. And this one is for a wonderful little charity called Everyone Can, and they make assistive technologies for disabled children and adults to play games, which is fabulous. So, but yeah, that's why we haven't been around. We've just lost interest and we've got other things to do.
Just got busy doing other things.
Yeah, but you never know. I might be able to drag Josh in front of the camera for a Christmas.
The winter
special
might drive you down here a little bit.
I won't get you to wear our Christmas hats that are always in here somewhere.
Cost of living crisis. You can't flick all this lot on, Baz.
No, I know. Do you know what? This is going to cost me a fortune. When I get back to the house, the missus will look at the smart meter and go, So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's where we've been. We're still here. So apparently, somebody told me earlier on Facebook that you are now a superstar DJ.
Wow.
What's the deal? What's going on?
I don't know about superstar DJ. I'm on the radio. I'm on.
Hey girls. Hey boys.
I'm on Mid Sussex Radio, which is available on online.
Is it on FM, mate?
It's on FM, mate. Wow. 103.8 FM. But
2 million watts of music power.
It's in Sussex, so you're not going to get it up this neck of the woods. But it's available digitally and on your Sonoses and other streaming devices.
That's so cool.
But I've got an 80s show on a Thursday night at 9 p.m. till midnight.
Do you mix or do you talk over at the end of every track?
It's digital, and I will talk at times about different features in the show.
Nice.
So we always kick off with 3 big bangers from the 80s. We have a trip to the movies where we have a little quiz on.
Should we play a bit?
We could
insert a little bit. Have a listen to this.
Does that mean I have to listen to myself? It's not great. Do it when I'm gone.
One from Genesis.
You found him.
And one from Earth, Wind and Fire. And this is what happened when they met.
There you go. I missed the drums.
It sounds a bit like Phil Collins to me, and hang on, this is Phil Collins, and
I did say at the start.
I was pissy with my phone.
Yeah, you were. This is Phil Collins and Phil Bailey.
Oh, God.
Who was from which band?
Don't know.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Was he?
Yeah.
Ah. Oh.
Hey.
Severn Trent Derby?
Terence Trent. Satreya Mon something now. Changed his name.
Oh, he changed his name? Okay. Oh, Culture Club. Oh God, woman from up north somewhere. What's her name?
Lisa
Lisa Stansfield. Oh, Mandy loves this tune.
Human League.
Yeah. Sound of the Crowd.
There you go. You should tell Mandy. Show 4 is the one she wants to listen to then. Because I featured their Dare album. That's on Mixcloud.
Okay.
But then you can play that through wherever. You can download that and play that through. Yeah, anything.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, there you go. That's what Dean is up to now.
It's a good show, Baz.
Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah, when does it go out?
Thursdays at 9. And it's available on Mixcloud.
And is it live? You're actually
I have done
doing this stuff?
recordings so far.
Right, okay.
But I'll be live in the new year.
So I can't give you a phone call and say, give a big shout out
In the
to
new
me
year.
mates that are off clubbing tonight.
In the new year, I'll be like that. Hello. Oh, it's Baz. I mean, I'd love to get stuck into GoldenEye again. I really could. That's the one game I could sit down and go, I'm gonna do a few levels.
Do you know
here.
what? I played it not that long ago. It's aged.
Oh, the control system's tough, isn't it?
It's aged.
The control system's
and
tough.
you realise that there's swathes of grayscale in. If you look at GoldenEye, everything's grey. Not everything, but a lot of stuff's grey. And the reason behind that is they had to keep the frame rate up. Perfect Dark, there's a lot more colour in it and it runs smoother. So I assume somebody might know out there that they enhanced the game engine.
Didn't play though, did it?
But GoldenEye, there's a lot of grey. Most of these textures are grey.
Where's the 64? We should get it on.
It's been a while.
I want to shoot an alarm. I want to shoot a CCTV camera.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah,
great game.
And I want to get grenade launchers and go out in the snow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that level. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you can see them coming in the snow in the distance, can't you? What are you hoping for Christmas? Anything?
Sit down, Baz. Sit down.
Christ, we're getting old.
Cup of tea and a mince pie.
Yeah, I don't want anything. Mrs. said to me, "What do you want for Christmas?" Don't want anything.
No,
I honestly do not want anything other than health and happiness. And I know that's a cliche, but seriously, honestly, as long as I'm happy, healthy, and friends, family are, I don't want anything really.
If I wanted anything, I quite fancy the Paul Weller Modern Classics album collection that I've had my eye on.
And a retro shed video for your bath on Christmas Day.
Yeah, just
might be able to deliver that
for the record there. Yeah, I always used to watch Baz when I was having a bath on a Sunday. There we go.
It was really freaky actually when he texted me. He said, "Right, just getting into the bath and watching you." Okay. It's a good job we know each other, isn't it?
Exactly. When it was finished, the bath had cooled down. It was time to get out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cool. Right, thank you very much for watching. We've been the Retro Shed. Dean Hedger.
Goodbye.
And you know who I am. So we'll catch you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.